Hello and welcome everybody to Game 3 of Beastyqt versus ESC Gaming's Goody. Here on Crevasse, spawning in the bottom left position as the yellow Terran, we have Beastyqt. Spawning here in the top left position as the purple Terran, playing for Team ESC Gaming, we have Goody. So far, this series is tied up 1-1, so it's going to be an intense Game 3 here. In Game 1, we saw Goody go for a very interesting opening of Marauders, like a Marauder rush, which is kind of an interesting opening, but it worked for him, and he was able to take out Beastyqt, who was trying to go for a Reaper fast expand. So here, and then, I didn't talk about Game 2. Game 2 was a little bit longer of a macro style game where Beastyqt was going for Marine Marauder with medevac support, while Goody went for a more factory style, and it pretty much came down to a base race between both players pretty much in each other's base, but Goody decided to go for the economy of Beastyqt, while Beastyqt went for the production of Goody, and thankfully Beastyqt actually had a secret expansion up right now that he was able to constantly keep producing out of his production structures, while Goody was pretty much left with nothing but some economy. He had one base mining and no production, so he had to quickly get up some production structures, but wasn't able to quite get up enough in time. And just because Beastyqt had already teched into bioforces, he was able to get mass up a lot of cheap bioforces very quickly and just continue to just drill Goody into the ground until Goody was pretty much done for. So was able to take Game 2. So the winner of this Game 3 is going to take the entire series here and going to be moving on to the semifinals. This is, of course, a quarterfinals match in the round of 8. So one of these players is going to be eliminated after this match from the ZOTAC Cup. Now, in this game, Crevasse is a little bit larger of a map, so a lot of players tend to go for a more macro style game on this map. As you can see, Goody threw down a command center here before going for a barracks here, so he's going for a very early expand style on this map. This is, of course, a bit more safe of a move just because this natural expansion, which is not a full natural, as you can see, it's only got 6 mineral patches and 1 rich Vespene geyser here, is within the main base of each player. So looks like Beastyqt is actually going to be not going for the fast expansion here. He's just going to be walling in the front to prevent any kind of scouting, so that Goody is in the dark as to whether this expansion has gone down yet, and he's actually going to be going for some fast factory tech here and try to punish Goody for going for this fast expansion. As I was saying, this map is a little bit larger of a map, so because it's a little bit larger of a map, players tend to go for a little bit more macro style on this map just because it's a little bit more viable, just because long rush distances makes it much harder to rush and reinforce. So looks like that is not going to be discouraging Beastyqt from going from early aggression here. He did get up a fast factory and a fast starport here, so he could be going for some very, very early aggression here. And is he going to be now expanding? No, he's going for another second starport here. He looks like he's going to be going for some early banshees and trying to end this early. We do have a tech lab now going down. Is he going to get another tech lab down on this other barracks here? No, it looks like he might actually just produce a double tech lab out of this one factory here, but Goody now getting up just now a factory, and it looks like there was a bit of a pause in the game, but now the factory is going to be going up here. And is he going to have anything to be able to deal with this Banshee? He looks like he's going to have a couple of Marines, and that is about it. He's continuing to produce Marines out of this one barracks that he does have, but Beastyqt right now has control of Xel'Naga Watchtower, and there is no airspace control between either player right now, so Goody is going to be completely in the dark about these Banshees. He does not know that these buildings are here at all, has no idea of what his opponent is doing. All he knows is that there is one barracks at the front right now for Goody, or for Beastyqt, and that is all he knows. I think that's actually a pretty critical mistake here from Goody, to not know at all what his opponent is doing, and to just assume that his opponent is going for macro style, getting up a bunker at the front, saying, you know what, this bunker is going to be enough to defend. That is all I really need. Really needs to get a scan going on here in the base. He still hasn't gotten any of his scan, still has no idea what his opponent is doing, and it's now approaching that 6-minute and 30 mark, definitely getting to be a critical time to get some good scouting information. And he's now going to be sending a Hellion across the map to try to get some of that scouting information, but I just don't know how much he's going to be able to do here. As we can see, one Viking has been produced, a Banshee has been produced here as well, so that is going to be a good move here by Beastyqt. That's going to counter any kind of Banshee that his opponent has gotten, and that's going to make his Banshee much, much, much stronger. Now, we do see a missile turret going down in the main, but this Banshee's already starting to get some worker kills, and there's not a whole lot of Marines out right now for Goody right now at this point in time. There are only 4 Marines out right now, and this Banshee is doing an excellent job of kiting these Marines. Look at that damage being dealt, and ooh, that Banshee is getting kind of low though. It looks like he is going to be forced to pull back. Do we have any more on the way? Yes, we do have another couple Banshees on the way, as well as more Vikings on the way, so he is going to be maintaining strong air control, and Goody really can't do anything about it. He's got this one Hellion at the front, but there's no way this Hellion is going to break down this wall. It's going to take it so long. So all he's going to have to do is just relegate it to scouting around, and now he's going to get that one Viking out. But as you can see, he's thinking that that one Banshee he's going to be able to just pick off quite easily. But as you can see, Beastyqt has been producing a lot of Vikings, and he's going to have complete air dominance right now, and there's not going to be a whole lot Goody can do about it. This Viking, I think he should actually cancel, just because he can't. There's no way he can't catch up to that air production right now, and there's no way he's going to stop these Banshees with air production, and those are just going to be wasted resources. But as you can see, these 3 Vikings, full map control right now. He can now just park these right over the starport, and now Goody is just going to be taking a lot of damage. These Vikings now getting landed, focusing down that missile turret so that these Banshees can do even more damage here. He's trying to repair that as quickly as he can, but look at the SCVs that are now being lost to these Banshees, and look at that. Siege tank's now out. The siege tank going down. More Banshees continuing to come into the base, and the GG out of Goody. Beastyqt taking the series. That is absolutely unbelievable. Holy cow. That was a ridiculously exciting Game 1 and a ridiculously exciting Game 3. Very unorthodox play from both of these players in those 2 games. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen, that was some awesome TVT. That is why I love the TVT matchup. It is so dynamic, and there's just so many different things the players can do. It's such a fun matchup to watch. So I hope you guys had fun watching that series. If you did, please comment, please subscribe, and send your replays to GLiTCHReplays@gmail.com, because next week I think I'm going to be doing some user-submitted replays. I actually haven't been getting that many, so we're going to see. I don't know. If I only get a few, then I don't know. Maybe I'll just cast those few if they're good games. I don't promise I'm going to cast them all. I'm gonna review them first just to see if they're good, entertaining games to watch. I don't care about what level they are. If they are bronze level, but they are entertaining games to watch, heck, I'll cast them. I don't care. Don't feel like you have to be in top level Grandmasters to submit me your replays. If they're just fun games to watch, I will cast them. So send me those replays if you want to see some of them come down onto my YouTube channel there for my 100 subscriber celebration. And I think that does it for the announcements, guys. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, subscribe down below, and Glitch out.